Greetings everyone, this is Jed Schlackman. In this video I'll be speaking about nature's disinfectant, and what I'm referring to is oxygen, and in particular an active form of oxygen called ozone. For those of you that can remember perhaps your high school chemistry courses or other classes you've taken where you learned about the elements, about atoms and electrons and protons, ions and all of that stuff, you might recall that an element can have extra electrons and be very electrically charged, and it reacts therefore with other elements in its surroundings. So oxygen can come in different forms, and ozone is an extra reactive or a more highly charged form of oxygen in that sense. So nature actually produces ozone. It's produced in the atmosphere, it's produced by thunderstorms. Actually, UV light and electricity can help generate ozone. And ozone is often used to purify things, to disinfect. So it's used in some places to purify water, to purify the water even in swimming pools. Ozone is an air purifier, so if there's any smells or any toxic materials in the air, then ozone can be released into that air to help purify the air, to essentially react with and break down and neutralize any contaminants that are present. And that would include pathogens, things like mold and fungus and viruses and bacteria. So any of those things could be affected by the ozone as the oxygen reacts and oxidizes whatever it encounters. So this makes ozone something that's very powerful and useful in many ways, and it can function very well as a disinfectant. So I often think about those hot air hand dryers that you'll see in public restrooms. If you were to add an option to blow out ozone along with the hot air, you would have something that's extra powerful for cleaning and also drying and disinfecting whatever you put under that air. So rather than using those hand sanitizer products that use alcohol and sometimes other chemicals, you could use ozone injected into the air. And since ozone works in a different way, in an electrical manner, to oxidize and destroy pathogens, those pathogens won't be able to develop a resistance to it in the way that they might develop some resistance to the hand sanitizer chemicals or antibiotics, things of that nature. So oxygen is very reliable and consistent in that sense, in its ability to wipe out pathogens. Now there are many ways that ozone could be supplied. In other words, you could just have an ozone air generator. There are also medical ozone devices that are used to get ozone or active oxygen directly into a person's body for treating medical conditions. One really simple way to use ozone is to have a device that blows out air with ozone in it, that has a certain concentration of ozone infused into that air. I'm going to show you a very simple device here, which is actually designed to disinfect a CPAP machine, or the tubes in the CPAP machine that people use for breathing to treat apnea. CPAP is continuous positive air pressure. So those machines have tubes that the air goes through to create that air pressure. And there are devices that are sold that use ozone to clean those tubes, to disinfect them. And right here is one of those cleaning devices. And this is a portable device. You can charge it with USB power. And it has the area where the air blows out. So you can see that. That's where you would connect the air tube. And if I turn this on, it'll start to blow out some air with ozone in it, which would be used to disinfect that tube. Or if the tube is connected to the machine, it actually goes all the way through to disinfect the machine. So I'm going to turn this on now. Just press the power button. Now it's on. Now there's actually some air coming out of there, some ozonated air. And if I wanted to treat myself with ozone, I could just put this up perhaps to my mouth or nose to breathe in that air. So that's getting some extra active oxygen into my body, into my bloodstream. So if I happen to be going through an infection, then that oxygen could actually help treat it. Oxygen is something that, of course, we all need, and there is a certain concentration of it in the air. However, overall there tends to be a deficiency of oxygen in the air that we breathe. So if we were able to have access to air that had a little higher concentration of oxygen, that could actually boost our health. So if you want to treat some health issues, oxygen can often be useful. It helps your body clear out pathogens. It helps your body neutralize toxins. And then with the debris that's released there, your body uses antioxidants to help clear out that kind of leftover residue. So combining oxygen with having a high antioxidant diet, plenty of vitamin C, fresh fruits and vegetables, those can be great resources if you want to overcome various illnesses. So this isn't a very high concentration, since it's just a small amount of air coming out of here. So you could actually breathe this for a little while. And one thing to understand about ozone is that because it does quickly disinfect and oxidize, if you have a lot of microbes or a lot of toxins in your system and it neutralizes and breaks them down, then you can have some unpleasant symptoms as your body needs to then clear out that debris. So people often think of ozone as a pollutant in the air, but actually ozone is attracted to pollutants in the air. Its electrical charge draws it to them to break them down. So ozone itself isn't really the problem. The problem is that it's very quickly reacting with and breaking down the actual pollutants that you have within you. And then you're going to have some symptoms perhaps as your body needs to clear that stuff out. So you could need to reduce the amount of ozone that you're initially exposing yourself to avoid those unpleasant symptoms. But that doesn't mean that ozone itself is bad for you, or that ozone itself is really the actual air pollutant. Ozone is just naturally attracted to pollutants due to its electrical charge. It's something that exists in nature, which actually purifies the air around us, which will clear out things like carbon monoxide or carbon dioxide in the air. So it helps rebalance the air in nature. And if we have a lot of congestion in our body, a lot of pathogens or toxins built up, it can help clear those out to help rebalance our body. So something as simple as this could be a natural disinfectant. You can use this rather than using those chemical products that are sold in stores, things like Lysol, Purell, all those products that have chemical additives that may not be so healthy for you. You can replace them with something very simple, and this doesn't really cost a lot, and you can use it indefinitely. You don't have to replace it. You just have to recharge it with the electricity. So we're going to turn this off now. And that covers this little quick segment on ozone, how it's a very simple, natural disinfectant. And if you wanted to purify the air in your environment, it would be a great tool. If you want to clean your hands of any microbes that they may have been exposed to, you could just produce air with that ozone and bathe your hands in that air. So I hope that this has given you some ideas about ways that you can use ozone as a natural purification or disinfectant resource. For those that are interested in holistic health, natural healing, and spirituality and personal development, I invite you to watch some more of my YouTube videos. And you can also visit my website, which is phinsights.com. That's phinsights.com. For now, I'd like to wish each of you a wonderful day. Namaste.